Hello, everybody. This is Jessica Brown, your 5D interstellar explorer, also a light worker, spiritual worker, coming to you with explaining how to keep your vibration high, how to maintain at least 5D or higher. There's so many tools out there that are very, very helpful, especially if you have ADHD, if you have anxiety, if you're dealing with depression and any other mental illness that might come about around this time because it's so stressful, right? And it even can take care of stress. It like totally eliminates stress. Okay, so I have 11 things to share with you today that is going to help you keep your vibration high. Another thing, I know like a lot of you are not going to want to listen to this. I didn't, for many, many years, people kept on saying to me, Jessica, you need to meditate, right? You need to meditate because it helps. I did not want to listen to that. A lot of you are going to be like, I can't meditate. I can't stay still. Well, there are methods that can get you to at least, 5 minutes to 10 minutes of meditation. That's pretty much all you need. Their method is like, first, when you first start meditate, I'm sorry, when you first start meditate, um, if you can get to, 40 seconds, make that your goal. And then next time, make it 43 seconds. Always try to beat your score, kind of like make a game of it and try to beat it every time. The object of meditation is to focus on something else besides your mind. You focus on your breathing. You can focus on sounds outside of you. You can focus on your heartbeat if you can be still enough to hear your heartbeat. So those are a few methods for those who have a really hard time meditating. But of course, meditating helps in so many ways. It helps with hormone balance. It helps with focus. It helps with remembering things. It helps with calmness. It helps with dealing with, irate people. It helps with creativity. It helps attract beautiful people in your world. So meditation is the best. Second thing that I love to use is binaural beats. Binaural beats comes or is like music with frequency. Like if you go to YouTube and you look up binaural beats, there are hundreds of different types. But my favorite ones are ones that are concentrating on calmness or raising your vibration, even astral travel, to help with astral travel while you're sleeping. So those are my favorite ones that I particularly use. Okay, I also want you to know, as always, I'm putting like a ton of links down there so you can grab all those tools that I'm going to mention to you today or in this video. So the next thing I'm going to show you is an actual physical item and is a weighted tuning fork. I've had this for a very long time. I had it since my daughter was 7, actually longer than that. I think she was only 1 or 2 years old. So I had this particular one for over 15 years. A weighted tuning fork is, to me, more powerful than a regular tuning fork, even though a regular tuning fork is just fine. People usually use the weighted tuning fork for healing, but I use it to kind of tune my body and my chakras. And so if you're all over the place and or you're heartbroken or you're having problems with a certain part of your body, the tuning fork will help the frequency to align with all your chakras. Okay, this is what I use before meditation. Okay, this is a great tool. Oh, let me show you. Let me show how I use it. Apologize. Okay, so how I use a tuning fork is I take it, of course, and you won't be able to hear it through this video, but I usually put it around my head, around my third eye, and I go all the way up to my crown. I use it on my spine. That feels really good, actually. And I use it for the pineal gland in the back. That feels good too. Helps with the crown. I use it on my heart area, heart chakra. I use it, there's here, this bone right here. Okay. And I use it all those areas before I do my meditation. The next tool that I use is the singing bowl. The singing bowl is fantastic. It can have different types of pitch. This one is copper. I just purchased my crystal ones for C and A frequency. This one is, I'm not sure of the frequency for this one, but I started out with this type of singing bowl and worked my way to other ones. Singing bowls help with frequencies a lot. I do use the tuning fork and this. I would work in different areas with the tuning fork, and this works with the whole vibration of the entire room. It gets the whole room that you're in or home that you're in the same frequency. That's why I love them. So the crystal bowls, which I have the links, like I said before, in the comments, the crystal bowls are usually a lot bigger in crystal. Okay, and they have different ones for different chakras that you want to work with, from A to E, I believe, or A to G. A, for instance, A works with the crown, G works with the throat, and C works with the sacrum, the root chakra. So each letter or each alphabet works with different tunes or frequencies, work with different areas of your body. I actually just purchased one for my crown, which is A, and I worked one for C for my root chakra, because that's the ones lately I've been having problems with. My heart chakra, I can get clear. My throat chakra, I can get clear. But yeah, we need to work on my crown chakra. Oops, my crown chakra is up here. And my root chakra. Dealing with the tuning fork and the singing bowl, you're actually, like I said, tuning your body. Some people call it a tuning, which is getting your body to vibrate on higher frequencies. Okay, this is very helpful. Helps you stay calm. I usually, I forgot to add this earlier, but I usually like to meditate at least twice a day. Sometimes I can fit in a third meditation throughout the afternoon if I'm not too busy. But I usually meditate 2 times a day consistently, and it's about anywhere between an hour to 3 hours, depending how much time I have. But I like to get within that hour of meditation. Every once in a while, I'll do a 30-minute one, but those hour meditations and above gets me all the way into peace and love, self-reflect, and cleansing. It's the most powerful. So if you can get yourself up that high, that's great. But don't worry if you only can do a minute, if you only can do, a couple of seconds, don't worry about that. If you never get any higher than a minute, as long as you work on it, and you be consistent on it and you use your tuning tools. Okay. So let's go to the next one. What I have around me, around my house, especially around my bedroom, which is where I sleep, it's really important to have a lot of crystals around when you're sleeping, because that's when you're most vulnerable. Okay, so when you're sleeping, it's important to have crystals around your bed or in your bed. And the ones that I like is this pyramid crystal. I have this one I'm meditating like on my lap or beside me, and I also have this crystal in my I said meditation beside me. And sometimes I just have it sitting in my room, but it usually doesn't leave my room, my bedroom. That is. Next one, I have this one as well. This is usually in my window for protection. Right. And the other crystals that I use is the selenite. Selenite is perfect to sleep with, put it under your pillow for protection. Definitely. I have this when I'm meditating. I definitely have this in my bed when I'm sleeping at night. I try to keep it as pure as possible to help me, maintain the frequency that I want. So that's that. Sometimes I put crystals. This is a rose crystal. Sometimes I put rose crystals in my bra. And I thought I was crazy one day. I was like, I don't know why I feel like I really need to put these crystals in my bra. Until I went down a Facebook news feed and someone was like, am I the only one that puts crystals in my bra? And then like a whole line of women was like, yeah, me too. I was like, okay, I'm not the only weirdo that put crystals in my bra. But yes, sometimes I put this one in my bra, and so I can maintain or sustain the frequency that I want. You can find a lot of crystals on the ground, especially if you live in North Carolina, if you live in Nevada. Um, if here in Florida, there's a lot of crystals. In fact, I found a big crystal. Sorry, I found a big crystal in my yard, and this is, isn't it big? This is a big, beautiful crystal. I found this in my yard, and I tried to play it off like it wasn't a big deal because when I first came to this house and to look at it, when I was about to buy it, I saw this on the ground, and I was like, oh, there's a crystal. And the realtor was like, oh, yeah, cool. I was like, oh, I wanted the house for the crystal. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how much I'm into crystals a lot. So I found this beauty. I wouldn't call this a cloud crystal because it's not really cloudy. It's almost like a mixture of cloud and clear, right? And it's probably a perfect name for this one. I just don't know. I never took the time to look it up. But a lot of the crystals you may find raw like this in your backyard or on the ground, especially if you live in those areas just I mentioned. Are there crystals elsewhere in other states? Absolutely. You just got to look. They're just right there. Okay? Not Nevada. I'm sorry, Nebraska. Nebraska has a ton of crystals, a lot of cloud crystals, and so do North Carolina. But North Carolina have like, sometimes you can find crystals in North Carolina with gold in it, like real gold, and that's deep inside the cloud crystals and other crystals, of course. So those are the crystals. I have other crystals like amethyst, and I love amethyst actually, and I have citrine. Citrines are great for protection. And I have a whole like section of crystals in my bedroom, especially in my window. So crystals are wonderful because they vibrate on their own. They have to have their own ohms frequency. Everything does really, but specifically crystals have a special frequency that helps you maintain your own high vibration. So it's really cool. The next thing we're going to talk about are two types of pendants that I always wear on me. That is, one is the Metatron, sorry, Metatron. I can get a good look on that. The Metatron is perfect for if you are into astral projection or astral traveling. This is perfect for protection. This is perfect for protection from negative energy, no matter where you are, physical or ether, whatever one you choose. The next one I have is the MERKABAH, but I have it in this little neat necklace thing I got from Amazon. So try to get you close. It's the MERKABAH, and the MERKABAH is actually what you use to travel in when you astral project, or if you travel in the ether. You get into, every person has one of these around them. You just jump in this, or you imagine yourself there because it's always there. You just imagine yourself in this or in your own. Your own MERKABAH is huge, and this is made out of crystal, clear crystal, of course. And I keep this on. This for protection. It's protection, especially if you like to astral travel and visit your friends all over the planet or universe. So there's that. When it comes to Metatron, just get the ones that you're attracted to the most. There are different kinds, and I put the link, of course, in the comments. So now we're going to talk about the importance of consumption and grounding. Um, Water, of course, is amazing when it comes to balancing your frequency. I don't know if you notice, if you're ever present when you take a shower, the difference in your energy when you take a shower is very calming and it's very, serene, right? So I sometimes suggest that people, when they're experiencing anxiety, I mean, not the real bad anxiety, but just the regular anxiety, you can always go and put your palm under running water that is comfortable for you on both palms. And it helps to calm you down. Okay. Um, Besides putting water on you or taking a shower, drinking lots of water is really important. I always suggest, you know, put in some Gatorade or Powerade, or just putting lemon in your water um, to help balance your pH. But lots of water to help flush out those negative energies is perfect. Okay. And I don't mean putting Powerade or Gatorade in your water. I mean drinking it separately to help balance your pH. So you're not flushing out all your minerals. Okay. And the lemon helps to balance your pH too, so you're not flushing out your minerals that's already there. Okay. You don't want to do that. So flush it out with water. Awesome way to maintain your frequency. The next, which should be number 9, number 9 is bonding with nature, going outside, grounding, going outside and grounding yourself. I like going in my backyard with no shoes on. I hug trees, I touch trees, and I'm looking at nature, the butterflies. I'm talking to the mushrooms. I'm talking to bugs in the air, the leaves. Get really intertwined with nature and sun gaze. Get out there. Not on the hottest day. You don't want to be out there in the 90-degree weather or, even 80s. But when it's kind of cool in the 70s or 60s, get out there for a little bit and do a little sun gazing and absorb some of the sun's energy. The sun really vibrates really high frequency if you can tune into it. So that is a beautiful way to maintain your frequency. If you live on the beach or live by the beach, go to the beach, especially at night when the moon is out. Watch them waves. Get into your meditation position, whatever how you like to sit, and just be with the water and the moon. Is just amazing. So number 10 is to lower your meat consumption. Lower meat is considered to be a very low vibrational frequency. Many of the animals that are being slaughtered for consumption are usually holding a lot of fear and trauma. And so when you consume that, it becomes a part of you, right? I'm still a meat eater. Every once in a while, I try my best to become a vegetarian, but every once in a while, I like to have some turkey or some type of fish. But I try not to get outside of the fish and chicken turkey type world. Try to stay in the vegetarian world and a little bit of that as much as possible. Okay, so that really helps with your frequency. Number 11 is the one that's the most famous and the most popular, which is saging. Saging is great. If you just need to, I use sage if you just need to just clear out all energy and reset. Sage is great for resetting the room, resetting your house, resetting the air, resetting yourself. Okay. So if you had a really bad day and you just wasn't yourself, you need to reset, right? So you just, burn some sage, reset the whole atmosphere. Next, we have Palo Santo. Palo Santo is it's like a wood piece. So well, you can see that. I love the smell of it. When you burn it, this is for if you're getting rid of negative energy. I like to use this like when I'm about to launch something or I'm about to have an idea and I want to go out there in my world as far as creativity. I want to make sure I'm vibrating the most purest energy possible. So I'll light up Paleo Santo and mostly around me. in my office and in my bedroom to make sure that I'm creating in the most positive energy possible. Okay. There are hundreds of other different ways to keep your vibration high, but those are the ones I use. So that's the ones I'm talking to you about. And just do the best you can. You know, if you're not interested in crystals, if you're not interested in saging or any of the other things I talked about, at least work on drinking a lot of water, and lower your meat consumption as much as possible, and stay away from stress as much as possible. I know it's kind of impossible these days, but the best method is just to, when something stressful happens, be like, I don't even care. When something threatens me, I was like, I don't even care. That's where I am. You know, when you get to 5D and higher, it doesn't even. The only time something can affect you is if you're holding it. And I've learned to stop holding the things, the constant threats. And when I'm talking about threats, I'm talking about bills. I'm talking about there's crazy things that, you know, that happen in our world. You just let it go and you don't hold it on, because holding on to it's what causing you to have, you know, the anxiety, the ADHD, having nerve damage, and so many other things. Just let it go and, you know, find peace within yourself. Well, that was it. I thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, and also I will see you in the next video.